All right, y'all can see that last little clip there is actually the finished product, and y'all could see that a storm was about to hit. Just as soon as I got out of the skid steer, the wind started blowing. So let's see what the pond looks like now. There was some water that got dumped over here, man. About 2 or 3 more of those and it would be completely full. This really didn't wash just too bad. I mean, the water line's going to be way up to here. What I'll probably do is jump in the excavator once I bring it around here, and I'll just kind of slick these edges up one more time. I'm kind of glad all that grass stayed right here, because you can tell there's a lot of water coming down through here, and that would have washed pretty bad. But the rest of the edges look pretty good, I think. Their little spot held up decent, except for this one little. I got one little wash spot right there, and I knew that they had these little spouts coming out for their drainage, and there's another one down through there, but I couldn't see it. I'll probably back drag that one more time before I leave. This is my first time back over here since finishing it. This slope held up really well, which it should have. I mean, there's no water really coming down it except for what just gets rain right on top of it. I can't believe there's that much water in it already. So yeah, everything looks pretty good. Back slope held up pretty nice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut that into smaller chunks and put as much as I can in the dump truck. I will probably get one of Rook's dump trailers and get that stump, because I don't even think that excavator could pick it up high enough to get it in the dump trailer. I'm not sure yet, or I may just throw it on the gooseneck. I don't know. But I do have to, now it's going to be a challenge. I was going to get some dirt out of the pond on this side and fill in a ditch for the neighbors over here. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that or not. Maybe. Let's go over here and look at the culverts. This slope held up pretty well. The last little clip, there are some like little unfinished areas y'all could kind of still see. I did get those. That spot over there was still pretty soft, but it looks okay. Golly, there's a lot of water coming down through here, looks like. I'm gonna have to throw some dirt back up on here and pack it in again. I'm not sure where all that come from, unless it somehow come out of that field over there. I guess it did. I can see it washing right here. Yeah, I'll have to fix that. Like I said, y'all, it came a forevermore monsoon over here. I knew that little spot right there was going to be high, and that one over there, but I mean, y'all can see where the original pond was. It's still got to come up a good bit. The last little bit of water, the homeowner wanted to leave. You know, there were some fish and turtles and stuff in there, so he didn't want to kill them, so that's why I really didn't dredge it all the way out. I really couldn't. I mean, I took this pond as low as I could because I was already getting down into mud. Y'all can see on some of those clips when the dozer's running over the ground how much that ground's moving. Y'all that do dirt work, y'all know what's really happening there. I really couldn't get any more depth in the pond because of that, and the issue with bringing the water level up from the trees. And really, something else about this job is I did way more than what I had originally quoted and talked about, because I wanted it to be as right as I could make it. If originally it was just take down that one tree and try to dig out the front side and seal it from the front side. But the more I dug it out and the more I thought about it, and the more, you know, the job progressed, it's like, you know, I can cut it on the back side and core it too. And also realizing once I did cut the levee and got the water out of the pond, I realized just how shallow it really was up in there. And even if I would have fixed it exactly like I did and set the water back to where it was supposed to be, it still would have been so shallow up in there. All those duckweeds and stuff would have took over, and the pond wouldn't have been any bigger. I know it's still going to be a little more shallow than I would like, but like I said, that's as deep as I can get it with the conditions it's in. But I'm happy with it. I think it's going to be really nice, especially when it fills up and the grass grows back. That over there turned out pretty good. It's got a much better transition than it did have, and it really raised that level up over there too. Something else I want to say about this job too, I think a lot of times people forget that I'm working for somebody else. This isn't my pond. I don't set the budget for it. It's ultimately what the customer wants at the end of the day. I can give recommendations, I can give my opinions on, you know, what I do and what I see from other jobs and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's what the customer wants. We can't forget that when we're saying you should do this, you should do that. Like, if I'd have did what I wanted, I'd have probably got told to pack up my stuff and get out of here. The customer wants these trees to stay, and if that's what they want, that's what they're gonna get. So I did what I could do in order to keep the trees. Should the trees go? Should the trees stay? It's all what the customer wants. So that's about all I got to say about that. I think it's going to be fine with the trees. The only thing that's kind of worries me is this one's leaning so bad. Yeah, it's eventually going to fall, but between that and maybe killing the trees, that's really my only concern right now. I don't think water's not going to seep under that. Water's not going to get through there. And y'all could probably see, some of y'all that watched all the videos and from the last clip, how much I really cut out of here. There was no roots from these trees on the front side. I did not cut through any roots or any, you know, just really significant roots. I think that retaining wall they had in here kept the roots from really growing this way. So that's why I cut out so much on the front side. I cut out way more than what I thought I was going to have to, which was better. But yeah, when I was digging down through here, I was like, man, I'm not even cutting into this tree, so it should be fine that way. It's like all the roots, golly, there went that frog again. That gave me a heart attack. It's like all the roots went this way. So I mean, the trees could die. That's a possibility. The homeowners know that. We all know that. But like I said, at the end of the day, the homeowners want the trees, then the trees stay. I got to pick up those bags, but that really didn't wash that bad either. I mean, I know no water came out of the pond, but there's obviously water running down through it. So I've got one more thing to show y'all that I want to talk about for in the future. But yeah, this was really my first project like this, like a bigger pond project. I've built a smaller pond before, a couple years ago. I don't even really count it as a pond. Well, I guess it's a pond, but I didn't film any of it. That's back when I was waiting on the 309 to come in. I had a 308 on rent. But this is my first reconstruction job, I guess you could call it. Was it the easiest to start with or whatever? No, but I enjoyed it. I'd do it again. And that brings me up to my next thing I want to talk about. Is like, I show y'all what is real for me and what's real on my jobs. It's about as real time as you can get. The only difference in y'all seeing it happening is just the time it takes me to film and edit. Most of the time, like right now, I don't have this scripted. I'm just out here rambling, running my mouth, and the neighbors are probably like, what is that idiot doing talking to whatever he's holding? Like, I don't script anything. Y'all see me get a little bit frustrated with the dump truck and all that. Y'all literally seen the very first steps of moving dirt in this thing. I didn't say, well, let me see how this is gonna go first. Let me see how, and then turn the camera on. Somebody commented, appreciate showing the struggles or something like that, and yeah, I show the struggles because it's real life. Y'all don't think some of these other bigger YouTube guys that just everything seems real perfect and just goes without a hiccup, y'all don't think that they don't have hiccups? They do. They have problems. They have problems with their machines that they don't show nobody, that Volvo or whoever don't want them to show. But I'm going to show it. Let that machine right there act stupid, or let those over there act stupid. I will show y'all, like, hey, this is messed up. But that's my style. So if y'all see me get frustrated, or it may sound like I'm being negative or something, it's not negative. It's just real life. Y'all all know that y'all deal with the same thing. So I hope it's a little bit of encouragement that if somebody is doing this or starting out, or like, man, this ain't going right, or this happened or this happened. Well, it happens to everybody, really. Don't think that everything is always gonna go smooth. I hope that I show y'all that you just keep going. You cuss about it, you throw rocks, you kick dirt, but at the same time you're moving forward. You're looking for a solution. You're hooking a chain around the dump truck and dragging it out of the mud. You know, I don't know. I think a lot of times people think that everything is supposed to be smooth, or I'm not allowed to get upset about something. I don't understand that. But anyway, I think sometimes the hardest part about not having a script is forgetting what you're even saying, or trying to go with something. But I'm sure on later when I edit this or whatever, I'll think like, man, I should have said this, should have said that. But anyway, the whole point of it is I'm showing y'all what's real. I'm showing y'all my struggles, because you know it is part of it. And I just hope it's encouragement for somebody else to work through theirs, to keep going. I'm going to gripe and complain about stuff. I just am. But I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to say, well, my dump truck's stuck, I got to go home, forget it, I'm selling everything. That's sometimes some of y'all comment stuff like I'm just giving up. Watch the rest of the video, or I don't know. Anyway, that's enough on that. I'm going to go over here. I got something in the truck to show y'all, and hopefully we got something coming up. Okay, so if y'all will look at my subscriber count right now, I'm getting close to 5,000. I said I would, once I get 5,000 or so, that I would start doing shirts or something, you know. But I've also been waiting on a new design for my logo. Some of y'all can probably already see that I have a newer shirt on or whatever. This is actually a dry fit shirt. I kind of like it, but I finally got a new design. Been waiting forever. And I got to give a shout out to Carly. She was the one that ramrodded this thing. She told me my other design looked outdated or whatever. I liked it, but she didn't. And all my buddies gave me hell about it too. It's like, yeah, you gotta update. So Carly spearheaded this to getting the design going, finding somebody to do that, and then getting these sample shirts made. So here is the new design. That's one of them, and here's the other one. And this one's a little bit hard to see because of the color of the t-shirt. Like I said, these are just samples And this is the front pocket logo. But I think it turned out great. We went back and forth a few times, changing some stuff here and there. I was going to do a root rake on the dozer blade here, but it just really didn't look right. Being flat like that, we couldn't get it to look right, so I just went with a regular blade. Got the YouTube thing on there. I will have, I'm going to do like two separate, well, different colors, but two separate. Like I will have my own shirts that's got my number and stuff just for local, but the YouTube stuff will just be that. I don't need people from Canada or way off somewhere calling me like, hey man, can you come do me some dirt work or something, you know. But if once I get to 5,000 subscribers, I will either put these on for sale either through me or through the YouTube thing. I'm not sure how we're going to do that yet. Carly knows all about that stuff because that's kind of what she does. But yeah, y'all help me get to 5,000, and I will probably give away like 5 or 10 shirts. I'll think of something somehow to give some shirts away, because a lot of you, some of you is going to get one anyway, because y'all have been following me for a long time and you're always commenting, you're always supporting. I don't forget that stuff, y'all. It's hard for me to let, I should stop doing this, but it's hard for me to let bad comments or somebody just being an absolute jackass, it's hard for me to let that stuff go, because a lot of times people on the internet think that they can just talk to anybody any old kind of way. Not me. I like to let people know that don't come at me with no stupid crap, because I'm gonna let you know about it. But for the people that is always commenting and supporting y'all, I remember that stuff. I remember your names, I remember your profile pictures. Some of you, we have a personal relationship that come from YouTube. So I don't, that stuff is very important to me, and I try to comment. I try to comment back to everybody. If I don't comment back, it's simply because I didn't see it, and either something happened with the YouTube stuff and I just didn't see the comment. But I will, for as long as I can, I will always try to have a personal relationship with everybody. And I know it's going to be hard as the channel grows and this and that, but I think just taking a little bit out of my time to let somebody know, like, hey, I read your comment, I appreciate it. To me that's still important, because I wouldn't have a new logo without y'all. That's really why I wanted to do it. Is somebody may want a shirt. To me, that's still crazy. Somebody would want to wear my name on their shirt. It's still crazy that people still want to watch my videos, because I'm just a regular old dude down here in Mississippi, just playing in the dirt and knocking trees and stuff down. But anyway, 5,000 subscribers, I will put these for sale. That way, if somebody wants one, they can get one. So y'all help me get there. The channel has grown a lot just off this one little project right here, and I was very thankful to get to do it. I wanted to do it regardless of the situation. I'm very thankful to have gotten this job, and I think the owners are very pleased with it. They was very good people to do business with. So y'all have listened to me ramble enough. I'm sure 95% of you has done clicked off the video, but if you haven't, I appreciate y'all. Y'all just don't know how much. But yeah, I'm gonna slick these edges up a little bit, even though most of that will be underwater. I get now why. I always wondered, like, why does Chris and all those guys, why do they want to grade out what's underwater in this? But I get it now. It's hard to look at that and leave it like that. Like even all those little clumps down there, that bothers me now. Even though it does not matter at all. So y'all let me know what you think about it. I won't keep updates on it. I'm sure the owners ain't gonna mind me. I'll probably get these neighbors here or Brad to send me pictures every now and then if I can't get over here as it fills up, and see what it looks like when she's topped off. But there was a lot of water that come in here the other day, a little more than I really kind of wanted at one time. But all right, y'all, that's enough of me talking, so y'all keep your eyes open. I'll see you later.